Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining our session today, Create a Digital Marketing Plan. My name is Pindile Wagamavundla. With me today is my colleague Uzodu Mumbulawa, who will be assisting with questions and comments in the chat box. So please feel free to ask questions or write your comments using the chat box. As I've mentioned, our topic for today is Create Digital Marketing Plan. So let's now look at our agenda for the day. So our agenda for the session today is, first we will be looking at what is digital marketing. So we will introduce digital marketing. Then we will look at how do you build your digital marketing plan, and also how to harness the power of digital advertising. So before we start, I just want to know, how do you engage with customers currently? I know that with the COVID-19 these days, it's very difficult to engage with your customers, especially because physical engagement is not encouraged. So we're supposed to keep our distance from each other. So I just want to know, how do you engage with your customers at the moment? Feel free to use the chat box to respond to the question. And while you are thinking about it, I am going to start our session by introducing digital marketing. So, what is digital marketing? I think the very important thing to start with is for us to understand what is this digital marketing. That's why we will be able to understand our topic for today and be able to understand what is it that we are really talking about when we are talking about digital marketing. Digital marketing concentrates on using the wide range of online tools. So we're speaking here about the technologies that are available that you can use. But the focus is always on human behavior, because at the end of the day, when you have a business, you are dealing mostly with people. Most businesses are dealing with people. So the most important thing to understand is human behavior. So we are looking at all the tools and technologies that are available for you to advertise online. So, as we all know these days that we live in a mobile world, we live in a technical. Our world is mostly in. We use technology mostly, and mobile is the one that we use even more, because a lot of people are using mobile phones. About 747 million in sub-Saharan Africa alone are connected. They have SIM cards, they have cell phones, and 91% of South Africans use mobile phones. So a lot of us, we're living in a mobile world. Everything that we need, we usually use our phones. Even if you don't know where you're going, you just type in on your phone and find direction. If you need to know where you can maybe shop for something, you're using your phone. Everything is on our fingertips these days. So most of us, we can just say that we live in a mobile world these days. So what opportunities must arise from connecting with customers online? You can also engage me on this one. What opportunities might arise from connecting with customers online? Please don't hesitate to use the mobile chat. Our chat box if you have anything that you want to contribute. So let's now look at the opportunities that are there from being online. The first one being that your reach is increased. You are able to reach more people when you are online. You basically are able to get global access. When you compare using digital marketing as using the old method of marketing, you can just see that when you are online, you are able to reach people even from other countries or other locations where you are not based. So it's easy for you to just reach everyone globally, even 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because people are usually always online. And if you post something from maybe Johannesburg, even someone who is in Durban will be able to see it. Someone who's in Cape Town, someone who's even in another country. So it's you reach more people when you are online than when you are not. And you also get to learn about your customers. You can conduct consumer or marketing researches, and that's where you keep up with your customers' demands and the trends that are in the market at that time. That way you also know how to improve your business, because you can't keep selling. Maybe if you're selling, you can't keep selling the same thing that is not even trending at that moment, because people won't know. When you are online, you are able to keep up with the trends, and that way you also try to change your business and make some changes and make sure that you still you keep up with the trends that are available. And you get to communicate and you get a lot of support you are able to improve your customer service with greater flexibility, because people will communicate back to you. You can even send surveys, and people, it's very easy to respond to a survey when it's on the phone than when you get a piece of paper where you need to write. So if it's on your phone, you just get a link and it's easy to click on it and answer quickly, and so communication with your customers becomes very easy, and you can easily get feedback if you need, because customers, your loyal customers, will always tell you if there's something missing in your business. So your communication will be easy in that way. So now let's look at the key channels to consider when you are starting with digital marketing. What are the channels that you need to consider? We'll look at 6 channels today. The first one is the SCO. The first one is SEO, which is Search Engine Optimization. So SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. That is our first channel that we will be looking at. This is where you optimize your website so it shows up more often in search engines. So this is where you make sure that your website, when people search for your website, they can find it as much as possible, or they can find your product as much as possible. Second one is SEM, which is the search engine marketing. This is where you are paying for advertising, so that so that your product or your company, your business appears in search engine. So you actually get to pay for this one. Social media marketing, SMM. This is where you're using social networks to gain traffic. So to make sure that your business page is active and there's a lot of traffic. It's attracting attention and you can reach new people. Then we have display marketing, which is online advertising in many different formats on many websites across the internet. So this is where you can advertise even in other people's websites. When people are in those websites, your adverts will also show up or be visible. They'll be displayed in all other websites across the internet. Then there's email marketing, where you get to collect and use email addresses to communicate with users. So this is where you send emails, maybe bulk emails to your customers as a form of communication. Then the last one is content marketing. With content marketing, you are creating and sharing different types of content, such as blog posts. You can record videos and send out to customers. So in that way, you are advertising your business. I'm going to pause for a minute and allow for questions. If we don't have any questions, I'm going to then move on. Please do feel free to use our chat box if you have a comment or a question about what we are discussing today. Now we're moving to build your digital marketing plan. How do you then build your digital marketing plan, especially if you are just starting to move your business to digital or online? We're also here going to discuss 6 steps to building a digital marketing plan. We're going to discuss business goals and objectives, budgets and resources, the audience. We're going to decide what channels are good for your business and how do you plan your activities. And we're going to discuss how do you measure success for your digital marketing plan. So we'll start with business goals and objectives. So business goals and objectives refers to what is it that you want to achieve. So with business goals, we're referring to what do you want to achieve. And then with business objectives, we're looking at how do you want to achieve the goals that you have set up for business. We're going to look at Monli, who is a hairdresser. And Monli says, my business goals are to get more customers through my door, new and past, and make more people in my area know my business. So Monli, as a hairdresser, what he wants to achieve for his business is to make sure that more customers are coming through to the salon, if and the old customers are returning back to the salon. So we are going to then look at the examples of online objectives. How will Monli achieve his business goal for his salon? The first thing that Monli needs to do is to increase traffic to his website. He needs to increase in online sales and also needs to increase social media pages likes or followers and also increase online reach and awareness. So online objectives should align with your business goals. As I said, that's when you set up your business goals, then you need to have a plan on how to achieve those goals. So that plan will speak to your objectives of the business. For example, if Monty says he wants to increase online reach and awareness, it means if Monty wants to make more people aware that his business exists in Naturena, for example, so he needs to increase online reach and awareness, make people of Naturena and the surrounding areas aware that there is a salon in Naturena. And if he wants to sell more products, and in this case he wants to more people to come into the salon, and he also needs to and if he also needs more people to be able to find a business and more returning customers, then he needs to increase traffic to his website, be very active on social media, advertise the business, and make sure that the business is out there and lots of people can reach his business through online channels. Our second one is budget and resources. With budgets and resources, you need to look at what is possible. Look at your budget versus the resources that are available to you. If Monty says, I don't have a website yet and it's too much of an investment right now, this means that when Monty looked at his budget, he realized that he can't invest in a website at the moment. But Monty needs to look at the resources that are available to him. If you can't have a website yet, what other resources are there that can help you to still advertise your business? Maybe Monty can look at social media. Most people can have access to social media even if they can't afford a website at the moment. But maybe Monty can afford to create a Facebook page, and in that way, even though the budget is not there, but there is some way of reaching out to the customers. And then number 3, we'll look at the audience. When we talk about the audience, we're talking about the people that you are targeting, your target market. Who are you targeting for your business? So it is important when you're setting up your goals and objectives that you know who you are targeting. That's why it's easier for you to throw your target. So Monty here is targeting females in his local area. We said Monty's business is in Naturena. So Monty is targeting females who are living in Naturena. And his most valuable customers are females above 30 years old, and they normally have children and they work part-time. Most of them use Facebook. So if Modley understands his target group. He knows that it's females, they are 30 years old, and they have children, and they work part-time, and they use Facebook, which means Modley needs to invest more on Facebook because that is where his customers are, and Modley will be able to reach his customers through Facebook. Number 4, we have marketing channels. We've already talked about Facebook as one of the channels that Monty can use. So it is important that you know which channels are you going to use to advertise or market your business. Then now we are going to look more on the marketing channels that are available. So with the marketing channels, you need to check which ones are right for you. If your objective for your business is to increase online reach and awareness, then you are most likely to need social media, content marketing, or display marketing. So that will be able to address your objective, which is to increase your online reach and awareness. So if you want to uh, increase awareness of your business and reach more people online, then using social media, content marketing, and display marketing, those are your channels that you need to look at. If you want to increase website sales, for your business. So in this way, it means you already have a website and you are using it. Maybe people can shop online for your business. So you need to look at the SEM, SCO, and email marketing. Those are the channels that are likely to address your objective, which is increasing website sales. Because here you already have a website that you can advertise. So using SEM, SEO, or email marketing will work for you. If your objective is maybe increase traffic to websites, same, you need to use the same marketing channels. Because you have a website, you just need to make sure that it's either you pay for your marketing and make sure that your business, when people search, your business comes out first. If you've maybe paid for your marketing online, so using SEM, SEO, and email marketing will work for you as well in that way. And if you want to increase customer loyalty, you need to use content marketing is very important. If you maybe create a blog or videos, and you constantly, maybe every week you send a video, say educating customers or giving them some tips and things like that, that will speak to increasing customer loyalty. Because people will know that we not only go to that website to buy something, or we can also get some information, more information on the business, more information on the owner of the business, or any other tips that are related to the business. So content marketing and email marketing is effective as well. Because if you receive an email, it means that that business knows you. It knows your email address. It knows how to reach you. Social media as well works very effective, because we are all using social media all the time. So if you want to increase customer loyalty, use social media, content marketing, and email marketing. Those are the examples of marketing channels you can use. And then number 5, we're going to look at planning your activity. So this is where you now list your business. Maybe you're planning how you're going to uh, maybe structure your marketing plan, or structure your adverts that you are going to put out there. So you're looking at you're planning your activity. You now know who is your target market, and you have all this information that we've discussed. And then here you're putting everything together, and you're putting everything together, and then you are getting ready to put it out there. So if we go more on planning your activity, we are going to look at monthly again. So Monley is saying now his online objectives are to reach more people in the local area and get more returning customers. But Monley doesn't have a website yet, and he thinks it's too much to invest on it right now. So how can Monley use digital to help him? The first thing that Monley needs to do, because Monthly doesn't have enough funds for a website. Monthly need to list his business on Google My Business and create Google My Business will allow Monthly to create a free website. Will allow Monthly to advertise his business. So it will be a good idea for Monthly to register his business on Google My Business, where he'll get more benefits with Google My Business, even though he doesn't afford maybe to create his own website. So Google My Business is a great tool and it is free. Monty will need to set up a Facebook page and collect reviews and post pictures of customer hairstyles. We Most of us use Facebook a lot when we are going to go do our hair and at the salon. I usually also search for hairstyles on Facebook and see what is out there, so that when I get to the salon, I can find a hairstyle. It's the same with people who want to go to a salon for the first time around the area. Modest business is in Naturena. So if you want to go to a salon for the first time in Naturena, you can go to Facebook and try to find a page, and Mondli needs to set that up because he can't afford a website at the moment. So if Mondli sets up a Facebook page, that will work for him. He can use Facebook to advertise and target people that are in his local area and attracts new customers as well. Mondli already knows his target audience and he knows that they use Facebook a lot. So it's important for him to set up a Facebook page for his business. We are going to now look at a way to measure if your business is a success. If your advertising is successful out there. What with the way to measure is to use SMART. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. SMART objective will help Mondlis to set goals that are more likely to succeed. And instead of plugging out the ideas anywhere, the SMART acronym will give Mondli more structure. So Mondli will know how to structure his business ideas. So when using SMART, like we said, that we are looking at specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound objectives. When Mondli's broad objective is to increase online sales and to increase brand awareness. So SMART objective, remember we said SMART, you are getting more into your objective, you are giving more information. So if you are using SMART objective, instead of saying your objective is to increase online sales, you can say that your objective is to increase online sales by 20%. Now you are being specific. Within 3 months, you are putting a timeline on your interpret. That way your objective, then we can refer to it as being SMART. Another example would be that you want to increase your brand awareness on Facebook. You are again being specific. Where do you want to increase this brand awareness? Then you are saying you want to increase it on Facebook by growing your audience with new people by 40%. Putting in a percentage means you are being more specific, you are putting in timelines. That way your objective is SMART, and it would be easy for you to follow up and be able to work on it, because it has more details than just saying you want to increase your awareness. Let's now look at the digital marketing plan. we are going to look at the business goals, the audience, and the channels that you can use, activity, how to, and online objectives, and as well as the smart objectives that we're talking about. So, if we're looking at the digital marketing plan for our Mandla, yeah, we will look at how a business goal will be, which will be maybe to reach more people in the local area and get more customers through his door, old and new customers. If we're looking at the audience, we're looking at the target market. For example, Mandla's target markets are females. Um, 30 years old who live in the local area of Naturena. He's looking at the past customers as well as the new customers that are coming in. The channels of advertising, mostly we've chosen Facebook because that is where the target market is. His target market is using more Facebook, so it's important for him to invest more on Facebook to reach his target. And the activity Monthly can start by creating a Facebook page because at the moment he doesn't have funds for building a website. But generally, one way of putting into place what Monthly would like to do would be also to build a website and make sure that he boosts his visibility on Google because we all know that we use Google more to search. And Monthly's online objective is increase online reach and increasing the number of returning customers. So a smart objectives there would be to increase Facebook page likes from new people by 50% within the next month, increase bookings from past customers by 20% in the next quarter. So a smart objective there, we can see that we have numbers which makes this objective more specific and there are timelines as well. I'm going to pause for a minute and check if we have any questions available for us. Quintus Sefala is also pointed out that there are free websites that Monthly can use. If he can, like we said, Monthly cannot afford a website at the moment. So Quintus, thank you for that. So Monthly can search for free websites that he can use. And we've also mentioned Google My Business as well as one of the websites that Monthly can use. We're going to move on now to harnessing the power of digital advertising. So you're seeing now on your screen, it is the search engine results page. This is the page that comes up when you are searching for something. So the appearance of the results page adapts to the search that is made. And this page contains three main things that we can look at. The first thing you'll notice is the search query. This is what someone has typed on Google. This is what is showing there in yellow, which is the search query. So we can see that what this person here who was searching typed up there. That is where the search query appears in the search engine results page. We also see the results that are shown in the ad. We can see that there are organic listings that are ads. That's the first one here. It says the ads that are paid for that would appear first. Above the organic listings. The organic listings are the ones that appear there in green. So when you are searching, within your search engine results page, the first thing that will appear will be the search query, which is what you are searching for. The next will be the paid adverts, and the other one will be the organic adverts. So now, what is the process for search engine marketing? We're going to look at what the process would be in the search engine marketing. The first process would be to understand your customers. This keeps coming up every time because your business cannot survive without the customers. So your target market is the first thing, and this is the important one. Next is find keywords. It is important when you're advertising that you structure your advert such that when people search using keywords, they can your business will pop up first because there's competition out there in marketing, in Google. When people Google some certain things, there are a lot of people, for example, who have salons like Mandla. So Mandla will need to brainstorm good keywords to bid on when he's going to advertise online. And also you need to create the ad copy. In order to create good ads, you need to understand what your target customers want, so that your ad will speak directly to your customers and speak to what is it that they need at the time. And then you need to put all of this together. But this might sound like it's a very difficult thing, but it's not really difficult. It's simple. We will just see if we can take you through some of the tips that you can use. So now we'll look at the search engine marketing, the SEM versus the SEO, which is the search engine optimization. The search engine marketing, you pay for the ads for this one. If you're using search engine marketing, you have to pay for your listings, and you bid for the keywords. Like we said, that you need to brainstorm keywords that will speak directly to your customers. So it will be important for you to put those keywords on the bid, so that when people get to search, your page will be on the first page. So it will come out first because you've paid for your listing and your keywords are on point. So when people are searching for salons, your page will be on the first. Your ad will be on the first page. It will show up first. Then the SEO, search engine optimization. The search listings are free there. You don't have to pay for them, which is an advantage, especially when your business is still new. You can afford to spend a lot of money. So you can use the SEO, search engine optimization, and your listings there are free, but you still need keywords to optimize to make sure that still your business will come up, even though it can take time for it to rank on the first page. But it will still, if you have the right keywords, it will still also come up when people are searching. So how do you get started with search engine optimization? This is the SEO. You have to sign up for Search Console. The Google Search Console is a free tool that can help you and tell you more about more accurate information about how is your business ranking on Google search. So if you are advertising a business, you do need to have Google Search Console, so that every now and then you can check your standing in Google, check where your business is there. So Google Search Console will give you more information. So you also need to help Google find your content, submit maybe your sitemap, and promote your site to work on or offline. And you can also share new content every now and then. So you need to every now and then submit to Google your sitemap so that people can not only find that you exist in Naturena, for example, but they can also find direction or a map as to how to get there. And you also need to promote your site, even if it should be on or offline, and also need to share new content. Mondli, because Mondli has a salon, he needs to constantly share new ideas of how to take care of your hair, constantly share new hairstyles that are there. That way, they are helping Google to find your content easy, and your content will stay relevant all the time. And also help Google users to understand your content. Create unique, accurate page titles. It must be clear and unique. If you have a salon, you can't just say Mandla's Salon every time. We need a clear, accurate page title so that we know what is happening at Mandla's Salon. You need to create good titles, use heading tags to emphasize the important text. So you can maybe highlight your text and make sure that we can see all the important stuff that you need us to see as your customers. Here are some of the tips for success if you are using the SEO, Search Engine Optimization. We did say you need some keywords for searching. So we need to, when we search, we need to be able to see when you need to have keywords that will make it easy for your page or your content to come up when people are searching for it. And you need to publish useful, high quality content. Like I said, that your content should be interesting and it should be quality. It should really address what is it that people are searching for, and make web pages search friendly. If you are in a if you're trying to search for something and you get to a website and you're trying to find whatever you are looking for and you don't even know where to search, it's not clear, it's not easy. So your websites or your web pages should be search friendly. We should be able to search and find what we are looking for. So let's now discuss what display ads. So here, now that we've had a look at the search ads, let's see and explore what display advertising is. So display ads are typically visual content that are displayed on a variety of publisher sites. Like it could be a poster or a flyer, but it would, in this case, it would be digital poster, a digital flyer. We've seen this when maybe you are on Facebook and a lot of ads or flyers or posters are popping up or are showing in whatever page that you are in. Display ads come in all shapes and sizes, and usually they are banners with a lot of images. And they are also in different formats. There are some with text only, there are some with images only, there are some with videos, or it could be a mixture of a video and some text, or pictures and some text. And so that is what we're talking about when we are referring to displaying ads. We all can see uh, in most cases, when even if you're not searching for a car, but you might find in the corner or in on the side of the page some ads about cars, even though it's not what you were looking for. So those are the display ads that we are talking about. So how is display advertisement different from search advertisement? I don't know if anyone has an idea of how display advertising differs from search advertising. If you have an idea about this, you can just use the chat box to respond or give us some of the ideas that you have. Here are some of the differences. So this is now we're looking at search advertising versus display advertising. With search advertising, the focus is around matching ads to user search queries. And with display advertising, the focus is around serving ads across different websites. Like I said, with display advertising, you can find your ads across all websites, news or blogs, or even local websites that are there. And whereas with search advertising, your advert is linked to search engines. You can only search for your adverts. You can't just find it popping up anyway. And with search advertising, it is most relevant when the primary objective is to generate sales. So if your primary objective, your main objective is to generate sales, so then you can use search advertising. But if you want to make a brand awareness, you want people to be aware of your brand, or you want to create a lot of traffic for your brand, then the relevant one will be display advertising. So here is now a process for digital display advertising. Like we've been emphasizing, you need to understand your customers and find placement ideas, create ad creative, put it all together in one. Um, the most important part is to understand your customers. You can advertise a product when you don't know who you're advertising for. Are they even interested in it? And how do you make them interested? So it is very important. Your ideas, you need to just work on your ideas and be creative, and then put all of that together and you come up with the display advertising. Let's look at now the social advertising, which is the paid advertising on social networks, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, and all sorts of other all sorts of other social advertising spaces. So this is where you use social media to advertise. Social media advertising allows you to target and retarget ideal customers. This is why you should use social media advertising, because most of us are on social media every single day. Even if you didn't go and search for anything, but you'll still access one or two of your social medias. And with sophisticated targeting capabilities, social media like Facebook will help you target your ideal buyers, which will allow you to drive more relevant traffic to your sites. This is the best way to get the most out of your marketing spend. People are always on social media. You can increase your brand recognition. You can divert traffic to your sites, because we see you on social media. If you want more, we can even then visit your web page to find out more information that was not there. And you are able to reach a specific target of audience when you are using social media, because like Mandla said, that Mandla knows that his target market is mostly on Facebook. So Mandla knows that if he wants to target the audience, the real audience that he's looking for, he'll need to go to social media or Facebook. So that is why it is important for you to use a social media advertising. What are the main differences now between organic, which we said it is where you don't pay for your advertising, and where you use paid social media? Um, Organic advertising or organic social media, uh, views, actions, or clicks from posts are free. Anyone can just click, and it's free. And the content appears on your business profile and in people's news feeds. So if you post something, it will appear uh, it will appear on people's news feeds and they can reach it. And you can only reach your followers or your friends on Facebook, people you're following, people who are following you. Those are the people that you can reach on Facebook. With organic social media, where everything is free. Paid social media, you pay for views, you pay for actions or clicks that people are doing on your social, on your page or on your ad. Your ads can appear in more places, not just in your news feed. You can reach anyone, which means even people that you're not following or who are not following you, you can be able to reach with paid social media. So here's now a process for social media advertising. You need to choose your objective, choose your audience, like we said, create and be creative, set your budget. Um, so even with social media advertising, like we said, it is very important to know your objective and your audience, so that when you create your ad, you create something that will speak directly to your audience or to the people and address your objective. So now let's let's think about now what are our next step now that we've learned about creating digital marketing. So now we can talk about what is next. What is it? What more do you need to know, or what would be your next, even your next step now that you've learned about creating digital marketing? What are you going to do now? You can go to Digital Skills for Africa and search for courses there to learn more on or to gain more knowledge on other things. Once you know which step you want to take now, then you can be able to maybe look for other courses that will also help you with your business. You can find Digital Skills for Africa on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Please do follow us there. Uh, Thank you so much for joining us today. If there are no more questions, then I'm going to now end our session, and thank you for joining our session today. Have a great afternoon.